Okay, buddy, you're probably wondering why, Alex, you're seeing something from September. But I want to show you your mechanics on this particular swing, and I'm going to break it down frame by frame. You know, you're loading and you're moving your weight back uh, on your back leg. I want you to watch and see how high your front elbow gets, and then your wrist right there pushing through. I mean, you did that the whole time back in that, but I didn't catch it. But I wanted to show you the difference now. These are curveballs that we had the other day. You knew they were coming. On many of them, I'm seeing you're trying to keep that front shoulder down, and that's a good thing. But I want you to be much more consistent doing that. That particular motor skill that you just did was much better. You do not want your front elbow to go above your head or above your front shoulder. You know, I'm not so concerned so much about you making contact as I am right now fixing your swing. You know, it's going to be tough for you to fix your swing if you do not let the ball travel, though. You hit it so far out front that, you know, it causes all kinds of cause and effect. It causes a lot of different issues. But, you know, picking up curveballs, bringing and keeping that front elbow in as long as you possibly can is important, even on a fastball. And I'm going to show you, see how high you get that elbow on a pitch that's around your waist. And here you'll see B.J. Upton, and his hands are about belt high. Let's look back at that again. Now the ball may be just a hair higher, but you do that a lot. Your hands are up high because your front shoulder and your elbow goes way on up. Your shoulder is really going up, and his shoulder is going back towards his number. And that's the difference. You know, I can show you a photograph from, and I will, from that very first September video from behind. And if you watch and see how high your elbow gets really quick on a curveball, you'll see that it's just, you know, your elbows are really going far away from your body, so you're kind of long to the ball. You know, we talked about short to it and then long through it. So you're kind of long to the ball. You've got to keep those elbows tucked in, more like what B.J. Upton's doing. I've got a clip on here of Brian Harris. This is a long video, so I want you to see what these older guys are doing, and you have got to start doing dry swings because, you know, from September to today, you're still doing the same thing. So evidently you know, I don't know day to day, I'm not there, so I can't say, you know, you're not doing your reps. I'm just saying you're not making changes. That elbow has really got to stay in or you'll never catch up to a fastball. You're just too long to it. And you've got to, you know, it's got to be hips. You keep your hands in. There's just a lot of things going on here, Alex, that you've got to be the one, like you keep your elbow in and in longer, and then it just flies open. You've got to keep it down. Your elbow should not hardly ever get above your deltoid. See right here, your hips ought to be turning with your elbow down, and then you're pushing through it. See, we worked on that drill, and you can work on that at home with your hat underneath you, the bill of your hat, and keep it in there so that it goes behind you. But right now it's just opening up. You know, I'll show you a clip again of this particular swing, but I also want you to look at one of your teammates. And this is the very first time that I met Carson. First swing, the first of the first lesson. You know, just all over the place. We had one lesson, and you'll see the difference. The bat goes through the balls, down through it. It's pretty much the same pitch Much better balance. Still a lot to work on, but keeping that elbow in is important. Brian Harris, ball belt high, a little higher. See where his elbow is? It doesn't go up any higher. It just rotates around. You've got to do the same thing, and I want you to look at the difference. I'm holding it here for just a second so that you can get it in your mind where that is, because I'm going to show one of yours from the same camera angle. We'll get to the same point. Okay, right there. You see how low his shoulder, his elbow is? Pretty much the same camera angle for you. And this is just what you've got to start working on, is keeping that elbow in. Now here's a combination so that you can kind of see the difference. The same swing. Now let's just keep working on this, and then we'll get back together, and I'll see you next time.